Over 341 million people. 50 states. World's largest economy. Melting pot of culture. The land of around 600 tribes. 5 major climate zones. Harvard University. Soccer. Walmart. Disneyland. Deep dish pizza. And so much more. Yes, we are talking about the United States, and we will tell you why. On November 5th, Americans will elect their next president. The front-runners will almost certainly be the same as in 2020. Joe Biden, the current president, faces no viable competition for the Democratic nomination, while his predecessor Donald Trump has almost won the Republican contest. Interestingly, this would be the first rematch election in almost 70 years. After losing the previous election, Trump supporters tried to overturn the result. America witnessed one of the most historic election controversies in the face of the January 6 Capitol riots. Trump continues to face federal charges over his alleged participation, as well as 3 other criminal cases. On the other hand, Biden's presidency has been defined by high inflation, big industrial policy bills, and turmoil abroad in Afghanistan, Ukraine, and the Middle East. Both men are unpopular. Experts have cited the US election to be less of a popularity contest and more of a referendum on who Americans think is the least bad option. The election is still months away, but with the 2 candidates almost decided, the campaign can begin in earnest. Here are some key dates and what's expected played out for you. July 15, 2024. The Republican National Convention is typically a 4-day pageant for the party's chosen nominee, where the party will formally select a presidential and vice presidential candidate in Milwaukee. August 19, 2024. The Democratic National Convention is similar to the Republican Convention, which is held a month earlier, where the Democrats will formally nominate Joe Biden as their presidential candidate in Chicago. On September 16, the 2 main candidates are supposed to meet for 3 debates over the next month, hashing out important issues or at least trading insults for 90 minutes each time. Their vice presidential candidates will also debate once. November 5th is the D-Day. Polls open on a Tuesday, though early voting and mail-in ballot initiatives will mean many Americans will have already voted. Counting ballots will go on for weeks in some states. Once all votes are counted, the results must be certified by Congress. January 6th has become a historic date after 2021. When Trump supporters stormed the Capitol building to stop the certification. The new US president will be sworn into office for a second term on January 20th, 2025, on the steps of the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. Joe Biden at 81 will be the oldest ever major party presidential candidate, breaking his own record set in 2020. Biden won a seat in the Senate at the age of 30 and held it for over 3 decades. He made failed presidential bids in 1988 and 2008 and served as Barack Obama's vice president. Despite a reputation as a centrist Democrat, in office he has pushed to expand the state and lobbied for unions. He has also led an international coalition to support Ukraine against Russia's invasion. Although he promises to finish the job if re-elected, many voters think the job may finish him. On the other hand, we have Donald J. Trump. Trump's extraordinary campaign follows his no less remarkable term as America's 45th president, which concluded shortly after his supporters staged an armed attack on the Capitol. His alleged role in instigating the attack and a broader effort to overturn results of the 2020 election resulted in 2 criminal indictments. He faces 2 others, totaling 91 felony charges. However, the 77-year-old denies all wrongdoing. Trump is a self-proclaimed billionaire who made and lost much of his money in real estate before he became a reality TV star. This time, his campaign pairs familiar culture war issues, including building a border wall and left-wing gender insanity, with fresh grievances against the lawyers prosecuting his cases and the judges overseeing them. Even though current trends show Trump having a slight upper hand, it remains to be seen who will become the 47th President of the United States, and will he be able to make America great again.